going to work on this lead code problem, letter combinations of a phone number. So this problem is often asked in tech companies for coding interviews. I was asked this as a phone screening question at Amazon, but also I think it gets asked at Google and Microsoft. So for this problem, you're supposed to generate all possible letter combinations from a phone number basically. So you're given a string that contains digits from 2 to 9. And so you can generate all of the combinations that can be used to represent the numbers. For example, here they're given us image. So 2, can be represented by the word ABC. And yeah, here's an example of what they expect. So given the input as 2, 3. So for 2, since the word corresponding to it is ABC, and for 3 it's DEF. So we call AD, AEF, BD, BE, and so on. So in that way, it's you take the first character, then the second character, and then you combine it with the other first character, second character. So yeah, to solve this problem, the easiest way to do it is using recursion. It's a case where we'll always, given the digit, we'll first retrieve the first character of that digit, find the string corresponding to it, and then we recursively call that function to see all possible combinations that we can generate. So yeah, so first before getting started, we'll just create this helper array. So this is something I just already coded in. So this is a array which has all of them. So you can see like I've set the index 0 and 1 to be empty strings because there's nothing for these two uh, numbers. For everything else, I've added the alphabets that we require for it. And we'll also create a list result. So I'll be using it to store the actual result for all the combinations that we are generating. So yeah, I think first let's handle the edge case where if the string is empty. So if easier way, I just see I've hit caps lock. So if so this is for empty string, we just return an empty array as a result. Else we'll call letter combinations. So this is a helper method I'll create. And initially I'll just pass an empty string there. So, and then finally at the end we'll just return the result. So yeah, let me just type that helper method. So we don't have any return value from it. So let's first create the base case. If so this is a base case where if at the end of the so basically the way we'll be doing is we'll be keep substringing the digits by removing the first character until it's empty, and when it's empty we will add the generated value into the result. So that's the base case for us. Now let's add the recursive case. Else first thing to do is return, oh actually first is to retrieve the number. So int this is an easy way we can use to convert a character into a number. So now using that, for example, for 2, 3, we'll retrieve the actual integer 2. So next thing is to retrieve the word. So string word. So now we have the word. So other things to do is to recursively call it. So for so now we have retrieved the character. So now let's call it recursively. So letter. So yeah, since we have already taken the first character and we are processing it, we are just calling digits.substring one. So it returns all the entire string after the first character, and then we append it to the prefix. So that way at the end, since we are having a for loop and a recursive we are calling it, we'll be generating the all possible combinations for it. So let's try running it. Alright, so all the three use cases passed and submit. So yeah, I think the solution is beating 81% of other submissions. So yeah, I think thank you for joining and leave any comments if anyone has a better solution.